Hello everyone, and welcome back to Crafted Creations. Today I'm going to make a custom Darkside Ahsoka Tano using the spare parts that were sent to me from Big Bendu out of the basement Discord, and this Ahsoka Tano holocom figure that I picked up at Ross for like 10 bucks. And we're going to make it look like this. This is the second custom figure in my giveaway, and also going to be including the stuff seen in that picture that you just saw. Go ahead and check the link down below if you want to learn how to do the boil and pop it method, which is what I use to take these figures apart. We're going to go ahead and use Reva's upper body with Ahsoka Tano's overlay here. We're also going to use the Ahsoka head. And I wanted to keep some look from the Ahsoka figure. Anytime I come up with an original concept custom, something like this, where it's like a what-if scenario, I always try to use some parts from the character's base look. So in this case, I'm using Ahsoka's arms that have the arm wraps on them, and we're going to go ahead and use the overlay for the waist. The legs are a mix of, I believe, Moff Gideon and Shin. I believe Big Bendu used these for the height fix that I also covered in the video previously on how to fix Baylan and Shin's height. So we're going to go ahead and get started on painting. The first thing I'm going to do is coat this entire figure. We're going to prime it in black. That will help keep the light from shining through whenever someone decides to take pictures. So we're going to go ahead and just do a nice base coat all the way around. We're going to probably need to do a couple different layers on this. Usually with the initial prime, it kind of dulls a little bit, especially when you're using black on translucent plastic. You're going to have to probably do 2 or 3 coats to get that to be completely opaque. And at the end of the video, I'm going to announce the winner of the giveaway as well. Included in that giveaway is going to be this custom figure, the Jedi Baylan skull. I've also got an original Black Series figure, the Umbra Arc Trooper. I'm going to be including the new Black Series Star Sidious, as well as a custom 3D print of Landspeeder Luke's Darth Sidious from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Also going to be including a alleyway backdrop for Marvel Legends figures, and then a rock shelf display enhancement that you can use for any action figures. Just a nice little terrain piece. Also we're going to be including some other things in the package, so whoever wins this is going to end up with some pretty cool stuff. So what I did here is we're doing a base coat on the arms and the head with this folk art red. I want to add a little bit of texture, so I'm using a very diluted coating, so that way a little bit of that black shines through. I want to have some variation in the skin tone so it makes it look more photoreal. So we're mostly using a wet brush technique when I do the base coat, and then I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing on top of that. You can see just how wet the paint is. That also allows me to make sure that there's no brush strokes as well. I can control how fast the water dries by using a mini fan that I have set up on off camera. That allows me to work a little bit faster, and also for the water to dry quicker, so it just gives me overall more control on how fast I can make these videos, as well as how quickly I can get a project completed by not having to sit and wait for drying times all the time. And right now I'm just kind of going kind of quick. I'm going to end up doing another coat on the head as well, where the headdress is. So I'm not too worried about staying within the lines as long as I don't nick up the armor. The Reva armor is something that I want to try to keep as clean as possible. Go ahead and touch that up a little bit here. just giving this another coat all the way and just making sure I paint over any parts that may be visible. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the arm wraps, so I'm going to go ahead and do a nice coat here. The brush was pretty wet, so it spread out the paint pretty quickly. Same thing here, some of that black is going to shine through. I don't want to cover it all, so I'm going to do a little bit of a wash at the end if this ends up too solid gray. I'm all about creating texture with the paint. And when you have a Darkside character, I don't want it looking super clean. So I'm going to do a black wash here after I get the arms painted up, just to darken it and make it look a little bit less vibrant and a little bit more sinister. For the eyes, I'm going to start with the whites of the eyes. Because I'm doing a little bit of a different look for Ahsoka, I'm going to use a pearl white, which has a more shiny look to it, kind of more metallic, because I'm going to be doing Sith eyes on this custom, so I want the whites to shine a little bit brighter because there's going to be a lot more detail in there. So after I get the whites of the eyes, I'm going to take blue, because Ahsoka's eye color naturally is blue. So I want to, same thing with the costume design, I want to have features from the base character to kind of shine through a little bit to show just who she was, and obviously with the repaint you're seeing who I've imagined her to be. So I'm going to put some blue in there. After I do the blue, we're going to dot the pupils. Once we get the pupils on there, I'm going to do a little bit of red and yellow to give that kind of Sith eye look. And then at the very end, I'm going to do a couple little white dots to kind of create a light source, add that little bit of a shine to the eye effect here. Gives it more dimension. Once the eyes are painted there, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of a black wash under the eye, just to make the whites and the colors pop a little bit more. And then we're going to go ahead and do a dark lip here. And then now we're going to go ahead and paint the rest of the head here. I'm going to try to recreate the base design as best I can. Kind of make it look like when she converted to the dark side, she did the Darth Maul kind of style tattoos. Here, one trick that I do, because my paints are so watered down, if I do mess up like I just did there, I could just take a brush with water and just kind of smear that away. Once you add a little bit of water to it, dry your brush, and then when you tap the brush back to the paint, it will just soak up that paint right away. Keeps me from having to paint over things quite a bit. That's why I love using these cost-effective folk art and apple barrel paints. I've learned over the years just how easily they are to work with. As long as you have a good watered down brush, These paints are pretty solid. You just got to use a good clear coat so that it doesn't chip away. But yeah, I haven't had really any issues with these over the years. And there you have it. There is my custom Sith Apprentice Darkside Ahsoka Tano. This custom will be given away with the prize giveaway here, and I'm going to announce that here in just a moment. All these things that you just saw pictured here are going to be given away to one lucky winner. What I did to narrow down who to choose, anyone that followed my channel that had their profile visible, I put you on the wheel, and then as promised, anybody that had commented or followed me on Instagram, I also added another entry to their name. So let's see who won. Our winner is Cole Cornelius. Cole Cornelius, you just won some pretty cool stuff here. I hope you enjoyed these videos, and I hope you enjoy your prize. Cole, you will have 2 weeks to claim your prize. If I don't hear from you, I will go ahead and announce another winner when I make the next video. How you would get in touch with me would just be send me a message on Instagram. Let me know that you're following the channel so I can verify that, because not everybody had their channel profile visible. And yeah, I hope you like your stuff. I hope you liked this video, and I hope those who participated enjoyed the first Crafted Creations channel giveaway. And as always, stay crafty.